Good morning. I am back in my new space. I love it. I did not go on a walk this morning. Again, I made a choice. But I did do something new yesterday and this morning. Something kind of new. So today's theme is at the center of your being, you have the answer. You know who you are and you know what you want. Okay? So I knew that today's theme would be this, and I had kind of started to think about it yesterday. Excuse me. I had started to think about it yesterday, and in my thought process, I started to think of what is something that is a goal of mine, right? And what is it that I really want? And what I really want to be able to do is run. I want to be able to run 2 miles. I really want to get back down to my pre-children weight. And I've been there before, post both children. So there's no reason why I shouldn't be able to get back there. But I had gotten really sick over the last 6-7 years, and my weight's gone up, up, up. I did lose it all back down to pre-children weight in 2013, but then I gained it all back. And I'm over it. I'm over it. What do I really want? And spiritually, that is very connected. I feel better. I have more energy. I feel like I am more who I am when I'm not heavy. And it's not like I'm obese or anything. I'm not pretending to be grossly overweight. But for my bone structure and for who I am, what I want to do, I'm too heavy. And I don't feel good. So I was thinking about this yesterday, and I thought, what are tools and techniques that I've used in the past that have worked for me? And what are things integral to who I am that have worked for me my whole life? And I reconnected to myself for just a little while. And I'm going to read this from I Come as a Brother. A master is an interesting word, for it reflects a requirement that is absolutely necessary. To be a master, you must first be a master of your own life. You know at a deep level that you are part of the ongoing divine process. But at the same time, you also know that there are areas of your psyche that you've not looked at. And these are reflected in your conscious world as areas of fear. The reason you fear those areas is not that you're not looking at them. You have not become a master of that energy. To become a master does not mean that you become skilled, but that you become aware. And I talk a lot about, in daily devotions, I talk a lot about stillness and awareness, and I really spent some time yesterday afternoon. I had some time to really sit with myself quietly and think of the things that, sorry about that, just tip. Things that help me be energetic and feel good, okay? So something that I used to do all of the time, every month, and then 8 times a year, I would do an intense one. It's called fasting. And it was just part of how I did things. I taught about fasting when I taught spiritualism in classes. I touched on fasting and what that meant. I taught people how to fast. And somewhere around 2010, 2011, I kind of fell off that, and I know what caused it. I let myself fall into habits of other people's. I know that I was trying to fit in, and I know that I was trying to try out a new set of behaviors. I also got really sick. So between trying to fit in and being really sick, I kind of fell off my own habit train. It just fell off. So what I used to do is every full moon I would fast. I would do 1 to 2 to 3 days before the full moon I would fast, and then I would have my feast on full moon. And I did that every single full moon, and sometimes even on the new moon. It kind of depended on what I was working on. And then on the Sabbats at Esbats, I would also fast for 7 to 3 days prior to the celebration. And it was just a normal thing that I did. I didn't even think about it. It was just how I did things. And I got that inspiration, ironically, from friends of mine who, I went to the LDS church when I was in high school. I had a lot of really good friends who were LDS, and I just adored them. And something that the LDS church practices is fasting once a month. And I had a really good experience with that a couple different times. And no, it didn't bring me closer to Christ and all those things that they were talking about, but it did bring me to that place of peace in a new way. And I kind of borrowed that idea, and also learning about Buddhism and fasting and Islam and fasting and all the different religions that fast. I thought, well, why don't I fast with my paganism and my spirituality? And I did, and it made a big difference. And in the last 8 years, I haven't really done that. I've done it kind of intermittently, but not seriously. So last night, or yesterday, I decided to do a 14-hour fast. So basically, except lots and lots of water and my fish oil tablets. And I feel good this morning. I'm less bloated. I did wake up easier this morning. It was easier. It wasn't as draggy. And I think that for me, reconnecting to fasting is going to make a big difference. So I'll keep you up to date with that. But today's daily devotion is all about following the things you already know about yourself and the positives that you know and that you connect with, and the mastery of becoming aware of who you are and aware of yourself. It's a pretty big theme for today. So it's one of those that I'll touch base on fasting quite a bit more, I think, in the next couple months. I have an idea of a kind of a fasting regimen we can all do together. But it is a tool that's used in so many different ways in your life. I hope you all have a beautiful day. Take a moment every day. Take a deep breath. And release. And really sit with your stillness. Sit with yourself. Look in the mirror and say, I love me. You can do it. And we can all do it together if we're part of a community. So have a blessed day. Today was a little bit longer of a daily devotion, but I think that it's valuable for me to share these things. Have a beautiful day. Enjoy the sunshine. I have another kitty cat visiting me out in my lot there. Have a beautiful day. Blessed be, and I'll see you tomorrow in prayer.